And welcome back to the games again, gamers. You're coming back for content, and I love you for it. This week, we're going to be talking about something near and dear to my heart, something I did a video on. One of the very first to do this on Star Citizen was dynamic weather. I got a lot of heat for it, especially in the Reddit forums. In fact, I even got kicked out of the Star Citizen Reddit forums for saying that I wasn't factual about this. And I'm just going to tell you right now, no salt, not even jelly, because people are coming to me regardless. I don't even need Reddit. I don't even need it. The funny thing is this. Star Citizen is one of my passions. I love the game, but I'm an analytical, critical thinker, and if I don't like something, I'm going to say it. And I have no filter. You know, it's just going to come out the way that it comes out. And I brought out a video, you can check it out here, about dynamic weather. I'd say about a good month or so ago. Again, one of the very first to bring it out. And I talked about actually, planets having weather systems, not just scripted, not something in the game that's just going to be scripted and, this section of the planet has a storm and you're going to go through the storm during this particular mission. Now, we saw a little bit of this actual scripted weather in the most recent CitizenCon presentation. But as SIG's designers and Chris has said that we want this to develop naturally an ecosystem. We want the weather to be dynamic. When I brought out this video, people said, no, it's not going to be dynamic. I had watched previous 10 for the Chairmans where they did actually talk about dynamic weather systems. I brought out the information. I said, this is the way that they want it. This is how it's going to be done. And people said, nope. Not a lot of you. There was a lot of heat on this. And the interesting thing is this. Dynamic weather is confirmed. I got a great comment. I wasn't even aware of it, and I love my gamers. EMP on our Facebook fan page said, I know you will feel vindicated by this, Al. Dynamic weather yet again confirmed. So I went out, I checked it up, and boom, we got the information right here. Let's check it out.
So talking about the Sandstorm a little bit in V2, the demo. Mr. Vincent Sinatra ran for his life. I want to ask a question about, was that long term going to cause damage to their health? Is that the expectation, Tony?
Yeah, I think the environment in many situations should be at least as big an opponent to you accomplishing your objectives as other players or AI NPCs would be. It'll be much more than just sandstorms that can impede visibility or that could potentially actually cause you to lose health. We'll have on these planets volcanic vents. Some ships, some some armors will be
sandworms.
Yeah. Will be more capable of hearing high levels.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely going to have dynamic weather and weather that can impede or affect you or hurt you. Yeah. So like we showed in the demo we did, you arrive in your constellation going to the beacon, and then there's bad air basically over that desert as you are, and it was unsafe to fly, so you had to find a landing pad that was safe. So that's going to be much more systemic. I mean, that's our goal, right? So obviously that was, for that particular case, we'd set up some of the events that would happen, but they were sort of on triggers when you're in that event. But we are actually, I mentioned it on Gamer Nexus interview, we are looking at doing full kind of cloud weather simulation based on sort of, here's the planet, here's the hot, here's the cold areas, and we want to have that entry in a sort of planet that has I don't know if you think Prometheus, when they come in the entry to the planet in Prometheus, have all these things, and also have encouragement for players to use different suits, environment suits, exactly, or vehicles. So give you you can't always fly somewhere and get out. Maybe you have to land, take your rover to go somewhere, which is kind of
that's exactly it. Some of the ore that you'll attempt to mine will give off so much electromagnetic interference to where you effectively have to touch down in your ship, and now all of a sudden you've got a real reason why you want to have that rover to make the that last 10-kilometer trip. But of course that opens up many more gameplay possibilities now that you're traipsing around.
And if you're caught in the wrong area when the bad weather front hits and you're not prepared, like a sandstorm, but
acid
plenty
rain,
of other things,
heat, electrical storms, impaired visibility. There's a whole slew of things that we want to put into the system.
Yeah.
And so there we go. Dynamic weather confirmed. The weather will be based upon these factors, and I said this in the weather video. They will be based upon how far the planet is away from the sun, what type of sun it is, the revolutions and the rotations, and the terrain, as far as the climate on the planet. Now, some planets are going to be all ice. Some planets are going to be all desert. According to Chris, he wants the weather to be reflective of the actual planet. So there we go, gamers. Another win for us. This community keeps growing. You guys are great. I want you to know that I respect every single one of your comments, even if you disagree with me down below. I love the debate. I love the discussion. Always civil down there. And I read every single comment. And I hope you know this is the type of community where I like to involve you guys. So please join our Discord server. I love to bring the community into discussions. We're going to have many more Star Citizen videos on the way, but dynamic weather is just so very important to me because I feel it's a very important part of gameplay where you need it to be immersed. You need to be immersed in the immersion quality. Like, you're talking about playing on a planet, various different terrain or climate, whether it's a toxic or exotic environment. You know, these things can actually brew up storms or different types of weathers that will impede progress in your actual mission, which you know what? I love it. I love it. And when you mix that in combination with also the survival that was yet again confirmed for us, you know, you're mixing in survival, you're mixing in dynamic weather, and it is very easy to be on one planet or one system and get all the gameplay that you need. And I'm very excited about this news, so excited. When I saw the weather system in the CitizenCon presentation, which go check out the CitizenCon video I did. Not a lot of attention on that. I think it's because I came out a little late on that one, but very long, in-depth video of my views on the new points of gameplay that they showed off, which was phenomenal, just phenomenal. I do think you're going to see a push back on release dates in regards to upgrades and patches, so you're going to have like a certain amount of time where people are getting kind of like a lull period where people are like, whoa, and they want things faster. But we're going to see how SIG progresses in the weeks and months to come, and I will always be on top of it. I will be on the news for you guys so that you guys know it. I'm not going to focus on anything else than gameplay dynamics within Star Citizen. I think that's the most important factor and discussion that can be had in regards to making content on YouTube, and I'm making it for you. Thank you, gamers, for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like and share the video. Helps me out tons. And if you want to help us out more here, get this channel more professional, check out my Patreon page and consider being a patron. Helping us out financially will make the games more professional every single day. Love y'all. See you on the next vid.